Hey everybody, wanted to pop in. I've been getting a lot of questions, wondering if I'd spent any time playing the new Legacy beta this weekend. I did. I played like 3 or 4 hours on Friday. I played 3 or 4 hours on Sunday. And there's a lot of people that are wondering, what is my reaction? Do I have an opinion on it? So, what you are about to see is the end of my stream on Sunday. So this is like after whatever it ends up being, 6 to 8 hours. It was kind of my thoughts in the moment on that. I thought before I just throw you into that, because there's a little bit of context missing, just for everyone's background. So on Friday, what I did was I started a crafting character, and as you may or may not know, basically when you create a character, you go through kind of a curated quest experience, which kind of gives you a baseline level of skills for whatever profession you end up choosing. So I did crafter. It kind of spits you out in intrinsic. You do a couple quests intrinsic, and then you have like 60 skill for all your some applicable crafting skills. And then from there, once you've kind of finished that basic introduction and that basic template, it sends you over to these job boards where then you do quests. It's go kill 10 mongbats, or fill in some bulk order deeds. So there's this intro quest period, and then it moves on to this skill gain through quest type situation. So basically I did that for a crafter, and I also did that for a combat character, and in my case I chose a mage type character. So what you're about to see is kind of me wrapping up the second night, which was when I did the mage character, and kind of my overall perspective. Just before you get into it, I think everyone needs to recognize it is a beta. And honestly, I did have a pretty good time. Like entering the weekend, I might have been a little more pessimistic than when I was leaving the weekend, and I'm feeling a little bit more positive. So I thought I would frame it up that way. So I guess without waiting any further, I will let you guys listen to my reaction from last night. And if you guys have any feedback, comments, reflections on what I'm saying, or just opinions in general about this new server, this new Legacy open beta, I would love to hear it in the comments. So thank you, and I will try to do a weekly update video. I'll try to do a react every weekend. Nope, you guys know how I am with YouTube videos. I'm a little inconsistent, so no promises. But now for the reaction. Okay, so let's do a recap here, I guess. We've done we did the crafters, like, I did 9 bulk order deeds. I don't know. I did a bunch of those quests. I switched over to the mage. I experienced kind of the combat side, right? And if you want to put it into an easy visual, right? Like, I did some of these. I've dabbled throughout the page. I didn't do these defend and destroys. We'll dabble in that next weekend. So I've got a decent flavor for it. I think where my blind spots here are later in the game, when I guess it opens up a little bit. So I'm not currently seeing how it all fits together. So it sounds to me like some people have gotten kind of higher up in the game in the process and have seen kind of how it all fits together. I haven't. As far as the things that I like, I guess the first thing I'd say is I had fun. Played 3 or 4 hours on Friday. I played 3 or 4 hours today. Generally speaking, I had a positive experience. I think the experience slowed down once I got to this page. Now, I'm not convinced that this approach is bad versus, and apparently according to you guys, single use, like usage based skills are a thing later, just not right now. So allegedly that's a thing. So maybe this isn't an issue. I don't like having to do bulk order deeds to do this. I didn't enjoy that. I would much rather find another way But like generally speaking, it's not what I'm used to. It's not the game that I get comfortable with, but I'm willing to accept that maybe it's a different thing that could be positive. And maybe it gets you out of some of the macroing, and it gets you out of some of the, and if it moves quickly, it gets you out of some of the tedium. I could see that maybe I will keep an open mind about this. As far as like bugs and stuff, like there's plenty of bugs. I don't care about that stuff. That's fine. Like whatever. The fact that I have to like toggle visit 25 different times, whatever. It's no big deal. It's beta. It's fine. I liked a couple single point items. I like this little thingamajig. I like this. I think that the prepackaged new player experience is a better one. I think that's a positive thing, right? It's a very scripted, kind of easy to follow, gives you a set build, gives you a little narrative. Don't hate it. I think it's good. I had a nice time playing. I had a decent time playing through it. I'm not sure what kind of time I had. It was not negative. I'm trying to think what are the other positive things. I think also like just there's a level of enthusiasm and a level of hope being generated here. I think that's a positive thing. Again, kind of shifting to the neutral, like this goes back to what I said earlier. I definitely feel like right now I'm playing a online single player experience. I'm sure at higher levels, going back to what I said earlier about me not seeing how this all fits together, I'm sure that maybe that's less evident and player interaction matters more. But for right now, I haven't seen it. I don't understand it. As far as negatives, I'm a little spun around on this one, to be honest. We have to understand it's beta, it's a concept, it's whatever. I can't get away from this question of who are we trying to target with this? And that question is really kind of what plagues my mind, right? Are we trying to attract new players to Ultima Online? Does this do something better than a modern MMO does? Right? Like for example, you land in the little town outside Ogrimmar, right? Go kill whatever. Go wake 4 peons. Go to the cave. Does this do some of that stuff better than a modern RPG, MMORPG? I'm struggling with that a little bit. The other thing, so a new player, there's probably 10 new MMOs a year. You have the big ones out there. You got Final Fantasy 14. You got WoW. You got WoW Classic. Even people like me, like you have Project 99. You have Forever Quest, you have progression servers through EverQuest. You have live EverQuest. You have EverQuest 2. There's all these options. So like, if you have these fresh eyes and they have all of these options, new ones, old ones that have a new version of the game that are classic now, like, is this gonna bring you in? I'm not super convinced, but I'm willing to be proven wrong. And the other thing is I can't get over the fact that like I just feel like you would see a tidal wave of players coming back if you just launched a classic progression style experience. I know it's hard. I know that starting it's not like I know it's not, I know it's unfair to say, oh, they, look at all these free servers. It's not the same thing. But boy, I feel like you'd see a tidal wave of players coming back for an official server classic experience. And then let's say you can't do that. I think you would see maybe not a tidal wave, but a decent number of players come back if you just took the current game, accelerated the skills a little bit, and made it fresh server, like a yearly reset like this. By the way, I do like the yearly reset idea, so put that in the positive column. I like imagine, like I said earlier, like you do the new Atlantic server. It runs for 12 months. Skill gains a little bit accelerated. You get maybe limited character slots, but otherwise it's the same. Maybe force people to specialize a little bit. Make it true box, right? So you can't have 40 clients on a computer. Like, I feel like that's low-hanging fruit that would generate a lot of subscriptions, which would allow them to either, push for a classic experience, or even put more power into this, put more engineering power behind this. So those are my thoughts. I think I'd be curious what everyone else thinks. On net, like, I had a nice time this weekend. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna keep experiencing it, and we'll see. I think I'm hopeful that that is generating some buzz, and it'll bring some people back, and it'll breathe a little new life in the game. It was good to see, the server count have, medium or high or whatever it was when I logged in today. There's some buzz. So I don't know. That's my spiel. Do you guys think I'm being unreasonable? Do you think it's reasonable? Bad takes, good takes, hot takes? I'm just curious what you guys think. What is your reaction to that? So should I ask them if they should like and subscribe?
No.